Hey, good morning and welcome to Dresdale PlayStation 4 console build. Looking forward to playing today, so much so that I woke up really early. I don't know, I went to bed last night about 9:30 at night, and I woke up this morning just excited to go ahead and build our fishery and maybe actually run an inner city bus right by our hotels. And it's like 1:30 in the morning, about 1:30 in the morning. So I guess I'm just so excited to hang out with you guys that I decided to only get about 4 hours sleep. But hey, we're gonna make the best of it and do some building. Like I said, today we're gonna do some zoning. We'll work on our high density in the front here as we go ahead and start framing out an area for our fishery. And then we'll, like I said, maybe once we build the fishery, we're looking maybe this big block area here is a good spot for intercity bus station and maybe the fish market. That should be good. I think that'll be good. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get started. If you didn't see the last video I put out, it was all about buses. So we'll check in on our buses in a little bit and see how they're doing. So let's look at these assets and we'll talk about fishing. So that's over here in the Industries DLC, in the Industries tab, which has your Industries DLC. So you get like a painting tool here. You can go ahead and just paint out an area. Let's make it nice big. That area, this will be our fishing area. And it works very similar like the university and the parks and all that stuff. It's I think they actually will interfere with that. It looks like it will, right? So here we go. We can erase our park, our university. We can erase our park. So these three, so the industries, park, and the universities all are on the same like plane. But the districting, so like our leisure, tourism, we're not gonna, they're underneath somewhere else. They're not affected by this tool. So you can overlap this with those, but you can't overlap these with them, with each other. Hope that makes sense. So you got forestry, farming or oil, and we'll go over this in detail when we do the actual DLC, but you basically plop down a main building, and then once you do that, you have access to like the first level of stuff. And you have some storage, which you can put down anywhere and do some pretty interesting things with. And you have your unique factories. You get these as your industries level up. You get access to more and more of these. And we'll put them down and make a boatload of money, as I always say. And right now we're going to do literally a boatload of money with the fishes. The fish. Fishies. Now it's fish. And the way this works is you got a couple different assets, and it's like a painting tool, or like a map road tool, just like if you've done the ferries or any kind of things with like blimps or helicopters. You just put it like a track down that the boats were gonna follow. And we're gonna go into the map where you can see the fish. May fish. So if you don't remember, or maybe you just jumped into this one because I labeled it fishery and you were like, oh, I want to learn about fishery, I just got that. Back in the beginning when we first built our city, we went ahead and put like our sewage out here somewhere, and it polluted all this. And since then, as we've expanded our city downward, brought power all the way down into here, we put it back here. We kind of hit it back here with these wind turbines are, and now we're polluting way down there. And as you can see, it's brownish black. I guess it's brown. That means the fish don't like it, so you can't fish in the dirty water, we'll call it. But since we moved it from here to there, it gave us this whole spot here, like just fishing. And fish like kind of like certain fish like certain areas, so certain fish like deep water, certain ones like the close, coastal stuff. Like So I haven't really dived too deep into like which one's like which. Now, if you can like actually, manipulate the water, the terrain I should say, underneath the water to force certain fish to show up or not. And you probably could. Maybe you could make it deep, kind of like dredge the water, make it deep, and maybe you'll get tuna. So I think tuna likes deep, but I could be wrong there. So don't quote me on that. Maybe experiment with it yourself, and maybe we'll experiment later on and see if there's any validity to that. Well, the first assets you get are like a generic kind of like fishing boats. What's this one here? A generic fish farm. Well, it's just a fish farm. I think then you get a second algae farm and seaweed farm, and these produce a little bit more than just like generic fish farm. They give you this fish market you can put in you can put anywhere, but maybe your commercial areas. So that maybe this makes sense to kind of go near the organic area, because I kind of feel like fish, organic, I mean it's not the same, but I feel like it's got like that healthiness to it, because fish is pretty good for you, I believe, right? I mean, I've always been told that anyway. And organic and green, when I think of organic, I think of like, fruit, vegetables and stuff like that haven't been used pesticides and all that stuff. So it's kind of like healthy. So then we'll do something with that. And then you got like the fish factory, and I just think of like Bumblebee tuna cans and stuff like that. They're making that kind of stuff. Anyways, I mean, and they'll process, any kind of a fish for that. Then you have these like specific fishing types. So like when we were in the fishing tool map, and you'll see it too when you go in here, you have anchovies, or like the green, so we're going to be eating a lot of anchovies. So hopefully you like anchovies on your pizza that you owe me, because I was right about the buses over here and where they go. I made a bet, so I'm expecting thousands and thousands of views on my YouTube channel, subscribers, and thousands of pizzas with apparently anchovies showing up at my door. So it'll be good. It'll be nice. Give me something to eat during the whole COVID epidemic, and I'll be, fatten me up a little bit. And you got the pink areas of salmon, and there's even have a whole lot of that. And then we have shellfish here, and then tuna we don't really have. It's a little bit over there. And I'll see, it's hard to see way out in the bay. So then you get these different salmon, shellfish, and they do really, really well in the area that like they're good for. Like, this one does really, really well for like, if you have a lot of tuna, it'll fish a lot, or these things send out boats, and the boats kind of like fill up their like hold as they're fishing, and then they bring it back to like the dock, and then trucks come out with like the raw fish. Some of them send it to the market, some of them send it to the processing center, the Bumblebee tuna here, and then they make tuna cans, and then they go on the rail or by truck out to export, as well as kind of almost like a unique factory good. It's not quite that, because it's a different good. I don't know. I don't know if it is actually a unique factory good. I don't think it says it is. So it'd be kind of cool if they made it that, and that way you could use a storage facility and set it to unique factory, and then have it store like the cans of tuna or whatever. But they don't have in the storage like menu like fish. At least I didn't see it. If you know better, feel free to kind of correct me in the comments or whatever. Go for it. It's always good to share some knowledge so we all know what the heck's going on here. So like I said, the unique ones do really well. They're very efficient in like the designated area that they're designed for, and then they don't really pick up any of the other fish as they go through that area. And you'll see, and like the main kind of trick to like this is, one, you want to make an efficient route. So as your boats go out, and I'm going to show you this, but as you create your routes, your boats go out, they pick up fish right? And then this one can go in all the areas of fish. It's hard, it's a shame I can't show you like the map and also like the buildings at the same time. But like the generic one, he'll just go through and just zigzag and do whatever you want your route to look. And routes cannot overlap, so you gotta be kind of mindful of how you plan your routes so that you don't, go like this and this and this and this and this, and then you want to put something down for the shellfish, and you want to go like this and this, just zigzag back this way, but like this route is like this way, and now they're interfering, and it won't let you like snap to it or overlap or anything. So you gotta like, okay, move this tag down here. But as they go, like I said, they catch fish, store it on the boat. And you might send out 3-5 boats, whatever, and then when they come back, you want them to be like 98% or 100% full. Okay, you don't want them to be 60% full. You don't want them to be 100% full halfway through the route. So you got to kind of figure out, okay, and then adjust the shipping route so that right when they get to the pier, or right just before they hit the 100 mark, or very close, or just just hit it and then go over a little bit, and that's okay. It's efficiency or the route, and then you'll get an icon if it's like not efficient. They'll say, you'll be like, what's that weird looking icon? And then you click on the building and it says the route's not that efficient. And you'll look at it, it'll tell you the efficiency of the route. You click on the building and it'll say like 67%. Like, oh darn. Then you gotta like build more line. Or like I said, if you decide to pick Shellfish Harbor here, and you went like this, and then it went out here, and then like it doesn't like catch hardly anything, and comes back, and you're like, it's only like 40% full, and you're like, oh, what's going on? It's because you need to like tighten it up in here and catch more fish in here, and then bring it back. And we'll do it. That's what maybe we'll do shellfish, or maybe we'll do anchovies instead. Maybe we probably don't need to do both. I don't know if we have room or really the road capacity and stuff to start putting a bunch of these down here, because it generates trucks, and just like your industries. So you want to have like the infrastructure to kind of back them up. And we don't have rail or anything down here to transport the bumblebee tuna out of city. So you don't want your bumblebee tuna trucks all the way out across the map. Then they're going to say there's not enough buyers because all their trucks are out. They can't export all the stuff that you're trying. Then you got to put more down. So it gets a little complicated. Just like the Industries DLC, but if you have the Industries DLC and you've kind of mastered that or done pretty well with that, then this is going to be cake. If you never done the Industries DLC, and you've gotten this one instead, because you got Sunset Harbor, so I think it comes with Sunset Harbor. What does it tell you? Yep, SH, Sunset Harbor. So maybe you got that instead of the Industries DLC first. So you're on a little bit of a learning curve, but if you master this, then Industries DLC won't be too overwhelming. It's Industries DLC, it's a little bit more complicated because there's more building types to put down, and there's like more involved with storage and stuff like that. So it's kind of like a nice intermediary between Industries DLC, which is full on like crazy micromanagement of supply chain, and kind of like this is zoning like this generic or specialized industry, and that's all I'm doing. It's just putting down zoning, and I get what I get. I blow it up if I want to, and I don't like the buildings. So I hope that makes sense. And like I say, you got questions, put them in the comments below. If you're having problems with it, go ahead and say something. Let me know. We'll try and fix it. So they snap to like that. So what we're going to do first is just maybe do a little bit of training, just to kind of flatten this out a little bit. Like these hills here, trying to get this all in the same. Maybe like our road will go back here, and then maybe we'll do something like where's our road? Our road's that level. Maybe we'll just level this little piece out. We're gonna go aggressive because we want to be aggressive. Be cheerleaders this morning. Be aggressive. And that'll be where our road goes. And then maybe we'll do something like this. Let's go near and split our city. I think I talked about this in the beginning, but just be careful with the water because you'll flood your city. There's nothing really over here, I don't think, to like worry about, because it's going to generate a wave, and the wave's going to probably go over there. No, we haven't built there yet, so who cares if it floods. And if we want to see a flood, we can do that real quick just so you can see how crazy it can be. So we'll go like this. Let me look at the terrain first. And I'll show you. Hopefully it won't destroy our city. But, we got save files. Like, that might be the lowest you can go in the game. So we'll pick that spot, because then we'll just flatten it back out. And we'll do like this. This could be fun. X. Oh god, that's terrible. I shouldn't have did that. Boom, 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 boom. Here comes a mountain of water. Oh jeez. It's gonna flood. Probably nothing, because we have some pretty high land, and the land's up pretty good here. And over here, it's probably not gonna propagate that far. It's gonna radiate out. But you see this? Yeah, man. Boosh. See that? That's not good. So if you had like houses here along the coast, they're going to be underwater. Houses over there, they're going to be underwater. Actually, it wasn't that bad. You can get more drastic than that when you're moving like huge. Like if you had like selected this with like the level tool and then you went like way out here like this, it would like push a huge tsunami wave over here. And you don't want to do, I mean, you can do it if you want. I'm not telling you what to do, but you know, it might destroy. Well, it won't destroy. It can destroy things. See, now we created a huge sinkhole. Oh, it's like an earthquake happened under the water. And created a tsunami. That's going to be a pretty big wave. Like I said, that'll propagate out, like land on our shore. We probably now have to wait for that to settle before we put stuff down, but we're gonna build some roads anyway. You can't build roads on water, so we might have to wait. So then we'll do some zoning. Let's do some zoning. Well, you can see that mess we created? Yep. It's gonna say that one's about to hit the water, the coast. Slosh on up there. You can put it on 3-speed and it'll be a little faster. And I want to look at the terrain and see how messed up we made the bottom of the water. Let's look at our fish. So we did stuff. So we did manipulate the terrain, and before we had this, now it's this anchovy's kind of taken over, and it gave us some more salmon down here. Then it might settle back out once, if I kind of like disturbed it, and now it's like undisturbed. Well, we still have a little bit of a mound under there. Actually, quite a bit of mound. So it looks like you can manipulate the fish you get by changing the water. And it's something maybe we'll experiment with. I mean, it might be helpful, like if you had a bunch of different like fish all in the same area. You know, like if this was like some salmon here and this anchovy and then tuna was here, and like, and you're like, man, I can't really get an efficient route for. It's not enough to kind of get an efficient route for like putting down, say, the tuna. So you look at what the tuna terrain looks like underwater and you just like make it like a big area. Try not to destroy your city doing it. And then maybe the tuna grows. And then you're like, ah, that's awesome. Because I don't care about like shellfish. So I'm not gonna, I don't want to use them. You know, or whatever. I think you understand what I'm saying. Okay. I'm curious to know if they would go up the river, the boats. So maybe we'll put a route up here. I don't think that's wide enough. I'm curious to see if they go up a waterfall. The ferries go up waterfalls. They don't care. They'll go up rocks and everything. I don't know if the rocks, I think the rocks are like an obstacle. So you'd have to like kind of maneuver around the rocks. But you can have some rocks and a big waterfall and the ferry will go up it. So I've done that. Have them go down. They take special ferries to do that. But you can't have a nice city on the river. Like 3 rivers. I forget the map, might have been like one of those river maps. Now he's got a really nice ferry network. That moves a lot of people. And I built some waterfalls and stuff. Maybe one day I have to show you some of this stuff. Or learn how to splice it in. So you can see it. Like, oh, that's what he's talking about. See, this is what I was talking about. It's like skyscrapers to the moon. We got this building. And we don't want that. We got a little distracted. maybe like not distracted driving, but distracted city skylining. And one of these guys snuck in. So it's probably a level 5 building. Oh, it's a level 4, so he's gonna even be higher. And I really don't want that in my... I don't know. Maybe we'll keep it. What would you do in your city? Would you keep it? And say, you know what? F it, and we'll just keep this one big building? Because it's like something? We'll make it permanent. Making that permanent. I'm making that permanent. Oh, there's a big one back here. Alright, so that's what he looks like. So that's what this one looks like when he's done. So that building, we're going to pause it, is this building. Okay? So this building is level 1. I guess going through level 2. Right? So, and like this is the same building as this building at a different level, right? It's level 5. Which is this... That looks different. This is a little taller. Did I make this? Oh, it's historical. So I must have historicalized it. That's a word. Historicalized it at some point. Probably the stage before this stage. So probably once they hit 4. And I don't know why I have historicalized this, because it's level 5, so it doesn't matter. But we'll do it. Just I don't know. So that's this one, so then maybe what's this one? This is level 2. So you can kind of see here, this is a good example of like the buildings, how they change, right? And maybe we can find a level 1. So here's a level 1. I historicalized it. I'm just going to use that word. Hopefully it doesn't piss people off. Why does he keep saying this goofy word for? Historicalized this one. And it looks like the next stage is here. It's a little taller. It's got the solar, well, it has the solar panels. What else has it got? I don't know, I don't see anything really. I guess it's got some green stuff inside the roof. Does this got green stuff in there? Yeah, I see nothing in there. It's got like, this guy's got like some kind of like heating and cooling on and air conditioning. So those people don't have air AC. And maybe that's a green wall. Can't really tell. It's hard. Sometimes hard to tell. Here's, I think, the same thing. We got 3 of these in a row. I don't like that either. So maybe we'll historicalize this one and let this one get to this height here, or this height here. Oh, that got huge too. It's like while I was sleeping, they grew. You know. Well, we'll see what this one does. This is the same one as this one. And then we won't do that one. We'll see what that one does. Like I said, we'll just blow them up and they'll come back. Because the land value is already the land value. So that'll help go back. All we'll be doing is waiting on the citizens to get educated. To get them back to level 5. I just don't know if I like this building because it's freaking like a gigantic building. So like I said, they're like, they'll rival your IT cluster and any like kind of unique building. There's a couple of probably unique buildings that are slightly taller than this, but not probably too many. And even the monuments, I don't think are just tall. Maybe the space elevators is just tall. And you're like, geez, they got like one nice little town right next to him. He's got like a little residential house, and then next to him, we got this monumental skyscraper. And this building like this in real life probably has like 1,000 people in it, right? You figure probably like 100 people a floor or something. And there's a lot of floors there. And it's got like 18 households. Well, it does have a pretty good amount of people in it though. But maybe like 100, not even 100. So 25, 20, so 3 and 5. It's like 8, 38, we'll say it's 40, we'll say it's like 50. So like 75 people-ish. So in real life it's probably like 10 times that. But I guess the game can't simulate 10 times that many people. That'd be a lot of memory consumption, I don't know. So they gotta like scale it down so everything's like a... And I feel like that's the ratio. Like a true ratio is like 10 to 1, roughly. Well, I don't know. Just transit, that would make sense. So being like there's 300 people on a bus, that sounds like a big bus. That's a really, really big bus. Alright. You know what? We're gonna go all in. We're gonna go all in on that one. And just let it roll. And maybe it'll stay the same height and we'll get some solar panels or something. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, yeah. See, like this? This is nice, right? It kind of looks like they belong together. If this outside skin was just this brown, it would like be perfect. I probably said that in the last video. Oh, and maybe we'll wait till an end to upgrade, because then maybe look at this like brown and like the white with them. Oh, we're gonna make that. Let that get bigger. See, like our buildings got a little bit away from us, at least away from me anyway. Let's see if you can get bigger. Maybe you can be taller and get to the same height. You need to grow, my man. I don't know what your growth has been stunted. What is this? Oh, that's a smaller house. Okay, you're cool. We'll keep you here. You're already historical. Okay, let's go ahead and zone some stuff. Now, I think last time we were thinking make it like kind of come up and down as far as like the height. You know, so maybe we'll zone out smaller buildings somewhere like this, and they'll be like along here. We'll probably do like combos like that, and then you'll kind of get in here and you'll have some of these bigger buildings. This monster building, we won't like this demo anyway. Maybe we ought to uncheck some of these so they can get a little bit bigger too. It won't look as bad. This is going to get big, I think. So we'll have a cluster of a few big. I just don't like it though, because then we got like little houses right next door. It looks like what's going on here? You know? Who built this monstrosity next to my freaking house? It reminds me, yeah, that's what I was thinking about earlier. So this house here reminds me of that movie. I think it's Balloons. It's like an animated movie where, like, you know, like an old man. You know, he's a young guy, of course, in the beginning of the movie. It's like a flash. You know, like, I don't want to say flash forward, but you know, advanced time kind of part in the beginning of the movie. He's got a wife, and you know, they're happy and everything, and then she gets sick and she dies, right? And he's like this old, crusty old man, you know, living by himself because, you know, he's sad his wife died. So I get that. So, but like, the meantime, like, you know, when they first bought the house, it was like kind of like a nice residential neighborhood like this, right? And then like the city slickers come in and they start developing and putting in big skyscrapers like this, and his house is like the one holdout house, you know, as the and he doesn't want to sell the house, I guess, because, like, you know, it's the house that they, you know, got, you know, fell in love in, you know, got married and all that stuff, and kind of grew up. I think they have a kid. They had a kid? I think they had a kid. It's been a while since I've seen the movie, so, you know, you can tell me in the comments. Yeah, they had a kid. It's like he's like in the whole entire movie. What's wrong with you? Yeah, and then they call them balloons because he just at some point just puts all these balloons in his house, and it like lifts the house off the foundation, and he floats away. And like there's a whole like backstory about this adventurer guy that he was like really into as a kid, or whatever, and they like never heard from him again. They went to this like lost land, I don't know, like South America or something, like in the jungle. I can't, like I said, I don't remember all the details. You guys can correct me and help me out with that, but it says the whole movie. That's why it's called Balloons, I think. Maybe it's not even called, maybe it's called something different, like, it probably is. And if it is, just put it in the comments below. Yeah, no, it's not Balloons, it's called Lift or something, I don't know. I could Google it on my phone. But instead I'm looking at these buildings at 2 in the morning. So that's what we're doing. Alright, we're going bananas. Oh, radio. Let's change the radio station. I've been going bananas for a while. What radio stations do you guys like? I like, the Concerts is pretty good. These are okay. This is like, I think, coastal. This is something else. That's coast to coast. Downtown's not bad. Jazz. Yeah, I'm not really into jazz. Rock and roll. Some of these I can't record on, so maybe I should probably do this offline. I think CD radio I could. I think it's the gold film you can't, because it actually has like songs from the 70s or something on it, and you're not supposed to, you know, YouTube like content, you know, copyrighted content. So that's probably not good. This is country, right? Yeah. Sometimes it's okay. I'm not really a big fan of country, but you might be a really big fan and you listen to this one, so that's good. Let's do Synthetic Dawn or Cities Radio. It's like kind of like the other two I like to listen to. I just like this one. I don't know. I mean, I like coconuts and bananas. I do like bananas. My son likes bananas. He did for a while, and then Dad came out and started eating bananas, and started, you know, and then he would look at me, and then I would give him little pieces, and then he liked he likes Dad's bananas, not just, he likes, you know how kids are. I don't want that. I want what you have. And so we share a banana. It's got like an electronic kind of feel. So maybe we'll listen to stuff maybe shortly. Until I'm like, I don't really listen to one of this anymore. Alright. So like, yeah, we'll do like these size buildings. Maybe we'll do a couple more patterns like that. Maybe we'll mimic him on this side. So we'll do like a 2x4. Maybe we'll do like something kind of small here, like a 2x2 like this. We don't want to even fill in this in. Then we'll do like a 2x1 there. And we'll actually, let's do it like this. Let's see what we get. We'll grow it like that. And then we'll do something over here. We'll make it look a little bit bigger. I wonder what we would get if we did. Oh, I know what we're gonna get. We're gonna get one of these. We're gonna get this. Oh, the game's on pause. Don't zone when it's game's paused. I think I had a whole thing on death waves. You don't want death waves. You don't want to do that. You get death waves, and you'll be like, "Oh my God, what's going on in my city? Everyone's dying." It's because you zone high density residential and commercial. People die and people die at work. People die shopping all the time, so it's not just residential, folks, it's also commercial. If you pause the game and decide to put down a whole bunch of high density commercial, you'll get a death wave in your commercial zone. I've had that happen to me, you know, before. This is a 5x4. So we're gonna build this and these two, and I think it'll look good. And if we get the one where he's offset, it'll look really nice, and we're gonna try it. I think it's gonna be, because I think I don't want to do this. Maybe we can do one of these too. So do we have another 5x4? I think this looks like a 6x4. 1, 2, 3. Oh man. Oh, this is gonna be cool. So we're gonna do a 6x4. Okay, we're gonna get some cool buildings here. I think we can build. This is gonna look nice if we kind of do it right and pull it off. And we're gonna keep them low. Maybe we'll let them get to level 2 if we remember, because then they'll start like getting some of the green, like the green roof. And then but then it won't change the height or anything. And then we'll kind of stop them there. So they'll like look like this, or like this, you know. I want to look at one of these 3. It's like a 3x3, and it's just not this building. It's this building here. It's a 3x2, right? I think you can go a 3x3, and that's what we'll get. I'm pretty sure. Let's see if we can't do that. Oh yeah, we can do it right here. So like a 3x3, and then here we'll do another. Oh, it's not a 3x3. We can't do that. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tiles. Okay. 7. Yeah, we should be able to do 3 and 2 and 2, right? That's how 7. That's 3 plus 4. So that should work. Why am I not seeing it? Oh, is it here? Okay. I just had to turn the screen because my brain's backwards, I guess. No? That's not right. So maybe I just counted wrong. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I did. 5, 6. Okay. So we can leave a gap. We can do the same thing and leave a gap and put some trees and stuff in there if we want to do that. So it's like right here. Or maybe we'll do it and let it... That's not what I want. Oh no, this isn't... Yeah. So what we can do is a 2x2 is what I'm saying. Like here. Make it long so we get like the... So when you... Sometimes when you make these some short blocks this way and long this way, you get like the yards and stuff. You know, you get like this nice like little sitting area of trees. Holy cow, that's not what I was wanting to get. So we're gonna delete that. I'll try again. I want to get this. So what is this? This is a 3x3. This is exactly what I want to get. The parking lot in the front and this building in the back. Not this building, which is what we got. Or something close to that. Oh geez, this is a big building too. What happened over here? My city's destroyed. But oh. Well, that happened. So welcome to Small City. We're not really going to use anything from here, I don't think, for a little while. It's got a lot of good stuff. All this multi-platform stuff. Wow, this is killer. And some of the monorail stuff. We're going to build monorails. Yep. I'm going to show people how to make a monorail route. Because I see on the forums, there's a lot of places, really. The monorails don't get much love. I like them. They're good. I got monorails that move thousands of people. And it's good. You know, you can use them for all kinds of things. You can use them like metro, and then you can use them to be like train. They're like in between. And so like they can do both, but you'll see, you know, you don't use monorail in place of train because it doesn't hold as many people. But you can use it for like a district to district that's more like a medium and light, you know, kind of a mix, we'll say, density. So you wouldn't want to use it for your high density. That's what the train's going to be for. That's not what we want either. So go away. I'll probably get a little bit of money. It doesn't matter. We got 6 million. And making 28,000 a week, whatever. No, we're not going to be worrying about that. We can kind of do what we want now. Oh, so we're going to do this. This. Do this. This. And this. Did that bus turn around there? I must have seen. I'm seeing things. It's called no sleep, I guess. So what did we do here? What were we gonna do here? Why did I do this? I don't know. I guess we were just gonna leave a gap and do something like this maybe. And this. And we'll have like the gap there with trees. I think I said that. That sounds familiar. And I don't want these buildings. I want like... I think I want these buildings. Nope, that's the same one. Nah, they lost them. I lost them. They're somewhere in the mix. I want this building, I think. I feel like it pairs with that building better. You know? Nope. Nice try. I might have to do something different. I gotta recount these tiles again. Maybe it's a 2x3. Let's look. No, it's 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Apparently I made a bunch of them over here. That wasn't a problem. But now I can't make one over here. What's the look? See, I kind of like that there. He's already level 2? You serious? Oh shit. Excuse my language. I guess I'll have to edit that out. So, oh darn. I should be silent. Oh darn. There, that might be a good place to stop the video and start. Yeah, see, there we got what we were looking for. And maybe we'll just keep this one. What happened here? Oh, maybe he didn't come back in. I just needs to come back. And maybe we'll keep this at level 2. So we can kind of see a difference. So you go here. You gotta get to level 2, my friends. And we'll let you get to like level 3 or 4. You know. Actually, this would be much better with the other one. Actually, I think it's that building. Because see the shape? It's like that building, but like a little bit longer. So we want to get that. We want that. I want these two. And then we're getting it. think we're gonna get that there, and who knows what we're gonna get there. And then we'll do something like this. And we want the ones that are set. Also, you know what? We'll do this. We'll make it along like this way. We'll fill it in this far. And maybe we'll leave it like a pair like that. That's fine. That looks pretty good. Actually, I might keep this. It almost looks like the backyards are like one backyard. You know what? We'll let them get to some green stuff on the roof. And then we'll keep them. That's not... I don't think that's the one we want. But we'll see. This is the ones we want. Alright. See how like the backyards look like they're like meant to be? You know, we got to pick up picnic tables and everything. That looks nice. Yeah, that's the one we want. Yeah, like I said, see how like it kind of looks like they belong together. You know, you park it here and then you just walk over and go to this house and you park vice versa. So we'll keep this mix here. It's gonna be something different because you know we've done like the same thing here like 3 times. This is a little bit bigger and bigger. Like I said, we're gonna let these level up to different stages. So maybe we'll do 2 here, 3 here, and like 4 here. If we can manage that while building the fishing and not boring you to death with why does this guy just keep looking at these 5 buildings. I'd hate to leave though. Did I not zone that spot? Oh, did I screw something up? I did. We left a gap here instead of maybe here. Yeah, whatever. We should have probably zoned something right on the T, the 3-way intersection, but yeah, whatever. As our power, oh, this is power net. Just power net. So we're going to keep that. But when we zone here, we can at least move it down here farther. I mean, we'll put some offices in. How are we doing on our industrial stuff? Let's see, look at this map. So now we have offices. So how do you know if you need to put down offices? Well, you can put down anything you want. You can make your city an industrial powerhouse, or you can make it all office. So you know, you do whatever you want. But how would you want to balance it out if you were just going to do both? So you can look in here, and we're exporting goods still, which means we're producing more goods than our commercial's consuming. So we don't need the pink, and that's what the pink does. So this makes the pink or purple. It's pink at 2:30 in the morning. It's purple during the day when you're more lively and you have a couple of coffees in you. Hopefully I'm loud enough. Okay, so that's how you look at this map. We're not importing any pink, purple, but we're exporting. So we really don't need any more, I guys call it generic industry, generic goods. So that means we need, we have the orange. It's a little bit, maybe like, not even quite a quarter of the bar. So what does that mean? We need maybe some office space we can do. So we can do, let's do it here. These can get big. So if you're going for a certain look, you might want to keep an eye on this. And not destroy your city. Because all of a sudden you got huge offices here. You're like, oh man, I didn't want these big buildings. So this is when the historical tool can come in handy again. Or maybe you can do like kind of like what we're doing in this zone, like like a 3, something like this. Let's see what we get. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do like, oh, that's the paint tool. I'm not trying to paint anything. And maybe do like something like this. And we'll see what the game makes. And then that'll be our buffer between our people place, our people living place, and our people party place, shopping place. And then we just got a high rise, right? So I wanted to test high rise ban on this. Let's see if we can keep from having the monster hotels. So let's see if we invoke that. We can put this to on. We can do it citywide, so we can turn it off here. Where was I? Just passed it. High rise. Anything else in here? Old Town works pretty well if you got a lot of traffic. That works if you, I don't know, we zoned our commercial between our industry and our residential, so we didn't, it's not a problem, right? We got some goofy houses that didn't make it into our cut here, and I didn't even notice that. So guess what? No, they're gonna move out. Sorry, but we're going for something here, and it's not you. We're going for a theme here, and it ain't you. Sorry. If you don't want like this type of style building, you can change it to the European style. Then it'll be like a row home kind of office thing, I think. If I remember right. Yep, so those people got to move out because those buildings do not match the other buildings. Oh, we probably leveled up over here. Nope, not yet. All right. Now we're supposed to do fishing. Instead, we're doing officing. We were talking about something, and I forgot already. Oh, we're doing district stuff. Oh, high-rise band over here. Oh, we got it. So we can get rid of you. I'm doing some of this. It doesn't matter. Light or heavy or dense. Or, well, heavy or dense. This is not the same thing. So light or heavy. And these like zoned areas, they're going to build whatever building they're going to build. They're going to do what they want to do, you know? So you gotta accept that. Not leave a path. If you want to do a path. Sure. We'll see if anything zones here. If it's like not the hotels. And if they don't, we'll just let the ban. Yeah, maybe this is like the highest building you want to get here. Oh, say that 2x2. I'll keep these buildings. Like 4x4, cut it. That must have been a 5. That's why. So the game was like, I don't know what to do at 5, bro. So the most they can make is a 4x4 building. In case you didn't know, which we're gonna do here. Maybe put a tree here. A big tree. People are moving in, doing things. A little suspicious of them. These buildings got a little out of hand. I don't know if I like this building here too. I'm starting to not like what's going on here. So we might be destroying some things. We'll let you grow. Because maybe you need to fill in this. You need to fill in your gap too. And you got enough. You got some green stuff on your roof. That's good enough. And you got green stuff on your roof. So we're happy. Oh wait, we were going, just letting it ride. Let's see what happens. Let's see, it gets a little big, a little dense. How do we do down here? Oh geez, that happened. So that's not what we wanted. So we should have, did something different there. That's not a bad looking building. Actually, it came out pretty nice. I like this. That's different. Okay. Well, it's went by already at the time. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna record some more. So I guess when I come back, I'm gonna get rid of this building because I don't want it there. I don't want this huge monstrosity in the middle of my residential neighborhood. And so this is why you gotta be a little careful while we're taking the time. Well, I'm just taking the time to kind of go through these. Oh, I like that building. It's not bad. Oh, I was on the bulldozer. I was about to blow up a building I liked. That's low. That's not too bad. Was that meant to be that? Oh, these buildings came out nice. I think I'd already locked them down. So maybe we want him to get higher. Maybe we want like this building. Like this building because it'll like be a little bit taller, or maybe the same height as this building, even though it's on a little raised platform, a little bit raised. We'll see. It's going to take him a minute to level up. But that's it. I got to cut it short here because it's going to turn me off as usual if I keep rambling on. So thank you for joining. Sorry it wasn't as exciting. We did go over the fishery stuff. Crud. Maybe I can cut it and I can place, because I wanted to actually be able to use it to do my own standalone fishery kind of tutorial, but maybe we'll get to it until the next episode, and then I'll just cut the two and splice them together. And it'll be a little jarring because I'm not good at editing video, and I probably keep talking, so it's hard to find a place to cut it. And we'll make a standalone fishery tutorial. I'm putting it down, and we'll get our fishing going. We had so much residential, and we're running, and we're like I said, we're coming up on the clock on cemeteries, right? And we need to get to 12,000, or something like that, 14,000, so we can, respectfully empty our cemeteries before they all get full. Well, thanks again. Hope you enjoyed the video. At least you got to kind of see different things you can do with different buildings to kind of build like these like little units. And take care and have a great day.